Thank you for connecting with me today. If you would like to skip ahead, there are timestamps in the description box below. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so it will not resonate with everyone. Take whatever resonates, leave the rest behind. We are here to grow, to learn, to connect with each other, so I really love it when you guys help each other out in the comments. I love the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Big shout out to my subbies. You have no idea how much I love you guys. You keep me going, and I get a lot out of this. It really means a lot to me. I can't even describe how much it means. For more information, including planetary transits and how to book a personal reading, please check the description box below. Hi Virgo, welcome to March 2018. Let's get on to your messages. So first, I was a little concerned. We have body and death together. Ooh. So I don't like that, but I think it's more like you might be storing some resentments in your body or some emotional like baggage in your body, and not letting that die is going to like give you more health problems if you're suffering from health problems. The body card is also the devil. So the devil is our, I know I'm not starting with the angels, I'm kind of going off my normal thing, but it's such a like icky message, right? I gotta address it as soon as possible. But the body in the traditional tarot is the devil. So the devil is when it's like that narrative in our head that tells us you'll never be good enough, she'll never love you, he's always going to leave. So it's these like cyclical thoughts that we think about ourselves, this like self-doubt, fear, just like hatred that we have for ourselves. Like we can be the worst critics of ourselves, right? And Virgos especially, right? You are, you know, the most critical of the zodiac. So as critical as you are of others, I think you're even more critical of yourself. And that makes a lot of sense. Like, I feel like maybe being too hard on yourself is not letting this thing die, not letting this thing in your body die. So try not to be self-critical of yourself right now. I think that yes, I'm hearing that it's more internal than external. So any self-criticism that you have about yourself, just let it go so that it can transform into something more beautiful, so that it can transform into health for you, health and vitality. But holding on to resentments, you know, like they say, stress really damages the body. I am a clairsentient empath, so clairsentient is when you can feel other people's feelings. So whenever someone is holding a grudge, or whenever I'm holding a grudge, I can feel it in my back, like I get knots in my back, right? So whenever we have these toxic emotions, and the devil is toxic. Whenever we have these toxic emotions, it can manifest into our bodies. It can manifest into our health, into our well-being. And you don't want, I'm hearing like slow grave, like early death. It can also talk about addictions. So whenever we hear these self-doubts, whenever we hear these self-criticisms of ourselves, sometimes we mask it with drugs, with alcohol, with cigarettes, with even too much exercise. If we do anything in too much excess, then that can lead to feeling bound to something, right? Anything we do in excess that we feel like we build a tolerance for, and we feel like I have to have that. But it's like a slow death, I'm hearing. And you want to like leave old habits behind and transform into a healthier Virgo. I want that for you. Here we have Grace and Antoinette, and usually this talks about two people. It talks about compassion and forgiveness. It says to help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. But I really feel like this is your inner self. I feel like you need to have compassion for yourself. I feel like you need to go easy on yourself and not be so hard on yourself. I feel like you need to look within and, you know, realize like I'm only human. I can only do so much. You know, you guys are already perfect. You have perfected what you needed to perfect. And just have a little more patience with yourself. And I feel like once you have patience with yourself, that's going to help ease some of these addictions, help ease some of these fears, help ease some of this negative self-talk, and kind of like revitalize you. Next we have Azure, and Azure says your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force the situation to happen. Also, you know, like I said, you guys are perfectionists, you guys are self-critical, you guys are, you know, internally you might put yourself down a lot. And as a result of wanting to perfect things, as a result of wanting to fine-tune everything, it is a way of forcing things to happen. But what I would suggest is, you know, when you have compassion for yourself, when you say, I'm only human, I can't do it all, I need to let go of these, you know, this bully inside my head, and, like, forgive myself because it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be, then that's letting God do the magic, right? Letting God take the reins. And, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I have Virgo moon, so I know what it's like. Sometimes, you know, when things are imperfect in my life, I go on this control freak tangent, and it always blows up in my face because it's like I'm trying to do God's work and I need to sit back and let God do his work, right? You know, I can only take it so far. We are a part of co-creation, so you know, we do need to answer our callings. We do need to take the steps to elevate and to be better, and all of that. I mean, Virgos want to be better at everything, right? They want to be the best. But it only, like, you only have to do halfway. You don't have to, you don't have to step over God's toes. You don't have to do God's work. Let God do the work for you. Have patience, have faith that all is working out for you, and be easy on yourself. Be easy. We love Virgos. Let's see. Let's get some clarification for body and death for Virgo and all those who love Virgo. For Virgo and all those who love Virgo. You might also be grieving someone. I don't think this is an actual death, although you may be fearing death. But it's like one of those little devil monkey mind things that if you think about it too much and you run yourself in circles, then it's going to cause more damage than it is, than it's going to help you. So God got your back, man. God got your back. One more shuffle for Virgo and all those who love Virgo and their spiritual life. Please surround us with the warm, light, loving light of God. Please protect us from all who seek to do us harm. Please give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Virgo and all those who love Virgo. One more shuffle, please. Nine of Pentacles reversed, Three of Swords, and the Six of Cups reversed. So for some of you, you may be suffering a heartbreak as a result of, you might be, for some of you, you might be waiting on a lover to return, and it's just not happening. You know, because this, like, have patience, it says have patience, have faith. But all this worrying, all this stirring up in your head is causing stuff in your body. Because you won't let it die, you won't let it transform, right? Sometimes we have to let things go, let things die in the past so that it can decompose and then grow back into a beautiful flower, right? But if it never dies, then it just becomes like this like ghost of a relationship. You might also be having bad memories of past relationships because we have the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak card, and then the Six of Cups is memories past. So it could be, you know, even if you're in a relationship, you could just be thinking about, like, oh, I remember the time he winked at that woman, and how could he do that to me? You could also be, because I got a strong like beating yourself up about things. You could be looking back at the past thinking like, why didn't I answer that call? Why didn't I treat her better? Why didn't I, you know, do this? But there is a little bit of resentment. Here we have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is a heartbreak card again. Excuse me. Nanook, please. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that, Virgo. So, the Three of Swords is usually a heartbreak card. Usually we see the Three Swords piercing a heart. Sometimes it can mean a love triangle if that speaks to you, but in this particular deck we see an old granny in a rocking chair, and she's poking voodoo dolls in, or she's poking pins in a voodoo doll. She's bitter, she's resentful, she has had her heart broken, and she wants to break someone else's heart, right? So when I you know, talking about this self-inflicted pain upon yourself, it might be like you're poking yourself with needles, right? You're poking yourself with this bitterness you have towards yourself, and you need to stop it. If this is a health matter, I can see you kind of going over like, why did I do that to my body in the past? I should have taken better care of myself. And I see this because we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles is single woman, independent lady, you know, has it all together person. It's very Virgo card. She's just very abundant and very resourceful, and can stand on her own 2 feet, owns her own home, has her own car, makes the money, and you know, is self-sufficient. But whenever it's reversed, you know, it can speak of not taking care of yourself, right? Not seeing yourself as someone of value. But you are of value, Virgo. You are. So don't have this self-inflicted pain upon yourself. Don't torture yourself. Because it's like, you know, you are mad at yourself. You're bitter at yourself. Poking yourself with these voodoo doll pins. And it's hurting your body. Right? So just let it go. Let it die. Let it go. You might also be dealing with a Scorpio. But in any case, things need to be let go so that you can, you know, it says your desired outcome will happen in the near future. It's all going to work out. Just to have patience, have faith, have compassion for yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle on outcomes, on try to think of good memories instead of bad memories. That's going to raise vibrations. That's going to help. I just got this for you. I read the other day that roses have the highest vibration of all of the essential oils. I think they even have like 5 times or however many times the vibration of humans, right? So whenever we smell a rose, then our vibration automatically lifts with smelling that rose. So, you know, that saying, stop and smell the roses. Maybe you need to like smell the roses, raise your vibration. That is there for someone. Don't know why that popped into my head, but stop and smell the roses. Buy yourself some roses, take care of yourself, and know that you're a lot further ahead than you might think you are. And I see this clock right here, so you might be under like a like time might be pressing on you, especially with the Six of Cups, like memories and stuff, like lost time, or you gotta make up for time, or something like that. So just like pause for a second. Stop and smell the roses. Pause. Take it easy. Be gentle. We all love you. We want you to be, you know, healthy, safe, happy, and all of that. Let's get on to our money, health, and career messages. First, gotta make my money, so stay tuned. Also want to say, Virgo, that you could be dealing with a Capricorn too, because the devil is Capricorn. So Scorpio or Capricorn. But let's get on with it. For money, health, and career, we have Field of Dreams. A lot like what I was saying about the body manifesting all these nastiness. The Field of Dreams is about co-creation, right? It's about meeting God halfway. It's about visualizing what you want out of life, praying for it, wishing for it, thinking positively. But we all slip from time to time. It's natural. Again, don't beat yourself up about it if you do slip, if you do start feeling negatively. Just try to feel the emotions and work through it. But Field of Dreams talks about each thought, each intention we have plants a seed, and nurturing that seed, nurturing that thought, coming back to those thoughts, coming back to those feelings and those emotions are, you know, what grows, what makes it bigger, right? I see these butterflies right here, so you could be going through transformation. We also have eggs, so this could be like rebirth. Again, we have this death, rebirth. Whenever it's reversed, you know, you might have been manifesting some negative thoughts, and all is well, all is well. We can always cancel, clear, and delete, and start over, plant new seeds, and nurture good seeds. But also, I want to say the same message, because we do have perseverance up here. I also want to say that don't overwork yourself. Remember, you don't have to do God's work. So, it's like, don't overwater a plant. You might actually be dealing with plants, but don't overwater a plant. Don't over nurture a thought, emotion, a feeling, or you'll smother it, right? We have perseverance here with the Three of Swords. Again, with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords here is, it shows a family, so you might actually have a death in the family, but the Three of Swords in the traditional deck is a heart with 3 swords piercing it, and whenever it's reversed, it's like the swords are falling out, so it's the grieving process is happening, right? So it's any loss, any pain, any setback you have experienced, that's healing now, and it's because you persevered. Right? It's because you nurtured the things you were meant to nurture. So really, like, relax. If this is a career, if this is money, if this is your health, this is, I mean, you may have had like a death scare, right? You may have had like a health shakeup, but if something like shook up in your health and you, you know, got it checked, then you were able to heal that. If you hadn't got it checked, then you wouldn't have been able to heal. So now you are in a healing process. Again, I think there needs to be compassion with yourself throughout this healing process and not try to push it, not try to rush it. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Spirit, 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 could you clarify perseverance and the Three of Swords for Virgo and all those who love Virgo? For Virgo and all those who love Virgo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. For Virgo and all those who love Virgo and money, health, and career. Please surround us with the warm, loving light of God. Please give us life-giving guidance for the highest good of all. Please protect us from all who seek to do us harm and give us clear messages for Virgo and all those who love Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Cups reversed. Okay, so, you know, this may talk about a health issue. We have the, a hospital door right here. We have the medical cross. He's right outside the hospital room. He is carrying a cane. It's an old man. Five of Pentacles is a card about loss. It's a poverty mentality. It's a card about feeling abandoned, feeling neglected, feeling betrayed. Not betrayed, excuse me. Just abandoned and neglected. Shut out, right? Left out in the cold. So you may have heard some medical news that left you feeling like, God, why are you doing this to me? You may have also heard from a loved one, you know, that they have a health issue and felt like, you know, Daddy, don't leave me. But in any case, the Five of Pentacles is about being an outsider, being left out, loss, poverty, lack. Usually okay, I got a message. Usually the message is they're usually outside of a church, and it's snowing outside. They're in like threadbare clothes, and they're out in the cold outside of a church. And the message is to just walk into the church and ask for help. So I feel like you have gone into the church. I mean, in this case, it's a hospital, right? You did go into the door. You did ask for help. If you haven't asked for help, you need to ask for help. But going inside, right? So checking it out. Going for a checkup. Next we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about... it's about standing up for yourself. Whenever it's reversed, it can be defensiveness. In this deck, it's a little different. You know, I see a man going inside of a cave. So there might have been some like exploration, some blood work, some test work, you know, checking it out, investigating, going through this cave. But after you heard this message, after you hear this message, you might have been a little defensive, a little bit, you know, on guard. You might have had some emotional instability. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Knight of Cups in a money, health, and career reading. You know, this is being, whenever the Knight of Cups is reversed, it's being overly romantic. It's overly dreamy. So... hold on, let me piece this together. Thank you for your patience, Virgo. I'm seeing this as more emotional, though, not necessarily romantic or dreamy. I'm also seeing... you know, it's these two guys. One is going through this cave and one is going through this waterfall. I feel like there's a lot of exploration. Things are still unknown. And, but there is healing involved. And I think that, you know, perseverance is key. You're almost at the finish line. You got help. And there's still a lot to be discovered. But if emotions are surfacing, I would look to God. Just talk with God. Okay, let's move on to your love and personal life. Okay, in love and personal life, let me focus for you. We have take a chance on love. And we have a couple who are sailing in a boat off to the next adventure. They're taking a chance. They're risking it to get the biscuit. Risk it to get to the biscuit. So take a chance on love says, when we start to love, our lives are changed forever. That's true. It's paired with the Seven of Pentacles, investment, and the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. I love it. So, whatever you put in to this relationship, whether it's an existing one or an upcoming one, then your work is going to be like granted tenfold. The Ten of Cups is the happy home, happily ever after, happy family card. So any investment is a wise investment. Take a chance on that love. Spirit, 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 could you give me clarification on investment in the Ten of Cups for Virgo and all those who love Virgo? For Virgo and all those who love Virgo. For Virgo and all those who love Virgo. Spirit, 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 please surround us with the warm, light, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for Virgo and all those who love Virgo in their love and personal life. Investment in the Ten of Cups. One more shuffle for Virgo and all those who love Virgo. For Virgo and all those who love Virgo. We have the King of Swords reversed. We have the Knave of Wands reversed. And we have the Nine of Wands. So, Nine of Wands can be a little backbreaking, right? It can be burdensome. This man is carrying a door on his back, but it's all to help his family, to provide a safe shelter for his wife and his son. And he's doing it all in the name of the family. He's being strong for his family. And the Ten of Cups, it is about family, right? But this is someone who is making the investment, right? He's putting this this door on his back and carrying it just for those he loves. And you know, with this whole like go easy on yourself, don't work so hard, let God take care of it. You have put in the investment. You have met him halfway. God provided you with this door, right? I'm sensing like just make sure to like stay in the mind of gratitude. You know, this Five of Pentacles is about poverty mentality, lack. So whenever we have poverty mentality, we need to think of like how abundant the world is and how much God provides for us. He provided this door for us. You could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Again, I see like medical. There's like a man who's a medical bag and then a wheelchair. The King of Swords reversed is someone who is a bit of a hard ass. He's kind of stone cold, unmerciful, unforgiving. You know, I'm hearing you were unforgiving about life's challenges. So I'm feeling this more of your energy, but this could also be someone in your life. And I don't think they're necessarily a hard ass like this traditional card says. I think it's more like there's an element of perseverance, again, an element of perseverance where they withstood the good times and the bad. They, you know, they're there for you. They made it through with you. And life isn't always the Ten of Cups. Life isn't always happily ever after. But sticking by someone's side throughout those challenging times, that's what kind of like leads to a happily ever after, right? That's like the investment that lets you know, like, you know, we're in this together, right? This is a teamwork. This is a team effort. Sweet. I love that. Next we have the Knave of Wands, and the Knave of Wands is, you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Knave of Wands is my girls just want to have fun card. Whenever it's reversed, it's like not a fun thing. You know, maybe right now is not a fun time, but it's like, okay, you know, it's okay that it's a challenging time. It's okay that it's not a fun time. It's like you are seeing, I think you might actually also be seeing like the investment of your loved ones, like through this difficult time in your life. You might be seeing your loved ones step up and, you know, having love for them as a result. You know, they may be offering these, like, fun things to do, and you just can't take them right now. But, it's like you still recognize that, that they're, like, even though you can't take them up on this fun offer, you, still appreciate them because there's love there, you know. There might be a trip involved because of this ship. You know, maybe they offered like a vacation and you're like, man, I can't do that. But just the fact that they offered was like warmed your little heart, Virgo. Oh, so sweet, so sweet. I love you so much. I love you so much. I will see you next month. I hope all is well. Let me know in the comments how that resonated with you. And I will see you in April. Bye, Virgo.